Welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know, my name's Brian. So we've been talking previously about the whole board structure of a club, organization, depending upon how you want to look at it. The last two we're going to kind of clump together. Not to say they're any less important, but they're usually beginner roles, if that makes sense. You're looking at the secretary and the treasurer. The treasurer is the individual that keeps track of all the books and the finances within the club. If your club is a for-profit club where you take dues and things like that, sometimes they'll give out loans. It's their job to keep track of all of that information to make sure the money's paid back on time, that the organization itself is financially sound. They'll usually be the one that issues out checks, takes in, makes deposits, accounting stuff. They're usually pretty money savvy. You don't want somebody that's a horrible money manager to turn around and control the books, or your club or organization will have no money. The other position is the secretary. It's the secretary's job to keep track of all that goes on within meetings. Usually they're the one that the meeting says we're going to do this. Once they get out, they're going to make sure everything kind of goes along those guidelines. If anything happened in the past, it's usually their role to keep track of that. Sometimes, depending upon the structure of your organization, the secretary may act as behalf of a historian. Sometimes you have your own historian, depending upon how big your organization is. These roles tend to be the first steps for solid members. You've been in the club, in the organization for a couple of years. You know how to do it. You know the mission. You know what you're doing. Now you're ready to help. People have come to you. You've been sponsors for prospects or slickbacks, depending upon your club. You've helped out, but now you're starting to see the bigger picture and you want to help in that aspect. Usually one of those two roles are where things start out. If you're a younger club, there may not be a lot of turnover, so your secretary, treasurer, any of the board may have been there for a while. Once you get higher up in the board, the stress becomes more and there tends to be a little more turnover, just because to relax a little bit. Disagree with me? Put comments down below. I'd love to talk about it. Till next time, y'all be careful.